So, Tina, let's begin our hour together here with a little bit about your backstory, which I think is truly fascinating because
Mm.
part of what I see, you're so good at normalizing these advanced capacities because they are just normal human capacities. And you just grew up in a way that that was so. So, why don't you share a little bit about that backstory and how that led to medical intuition?
I did have a normal, very, very normal upbringing in regards to the spirit world is very alive. It's very normal. We were, as children, expected from my father's side of the family and my mother's side of the family, we were expected to be able to pick up intuitive information. If the phone calls, a phone rang, we back then we had phones ringing that we actually would take a guess of who is calling. So we just included that in the adults too, in my upbringing, and so we also were expected to perceive deceased people. I lived on a farm. I would go out at night and roam around. Everybody else was asleep. And I've never shared this before, but it's coming up, so I'll share it. That I would go out to the barn to hang out with my horse. And as I would approach the barn door over here at the side, I could see back behind the barn a person in spirit, a farmer, and he would stand there with his hands in his pockets and his overalls, and you could tell he, was from came from a long time ago, and he would just be staring out over our fields, which were probably his fields. So, we just shared those stories. We shared when my grandma Marie would show up and what did she, what was she wearing and what did she have to say. So I want to share though with everybody that we simply, and same with me, we do not have a special gift. But what we did have is a very, very normalization of the spirit realm was just as normal, and we were taught it was just as normal as the physical realm. So that's a little example of how I grew up.
Mm. Well, it kind of gives us a glimpse into the future of where humanity is headed when we can really just all grow up in that way.